Hey everybody. Well, welcome to another edition of the Carter Hour. Well, I know you guys have asked about the Impala lately, and I figured, what the hell, let's do a live stream. And this is the new 2017 Impala that I had bought a couple of months ago. The lease ran out on my 2015, so I decided to go ahead and, get another one. Because I liked my 2015 so much, it didn't have any issues with it, no mechanical issues, nothing. But here it is in all its glory. And it's got all the same options as my 2015. 20-inch wheels, chrome caps on the mirrors. It is a bit dirty. It's been raining. Here we're in fall. But the things that they changed on it, some of them I really liked and some of them I really hate. So they, instead of putting the V6 down here, they put it up here now, along with the Premier plate, when they used to have the LTZ down here. This is kind of a knockoff of Mercury, because I've owned Mercuries too, and in the last like 10 years they started using something called the Premier, the Mercury Premier, which was a trim package, and now GM is using this stupid word instead of LTZ that they've used for the last 35 years. Same thing, the logos are still here. They didn't get cheap enough yet to remove those. This originally did not have a pinstripe when I bought it, so I had them put a pinstripe on it. I didn't particularly like how they did this pinstripe because my blue one had the pinstripe up here, so it bypassed all these handles. This is, I don't know what the hell they call this, a crimson red or whatever it is. This is now as a discontinued color, but this was an extra $300, which I didn't want to have to pay, but they didn't have another blue one at the time I got this. And the reason, my lease was, I had about 3 more months on the lease, but I was running on a warranty mileage, and the tires were starting to get a lot of wear, and I said I don't want to deal with it anymore. So what I did was I simply, I simply just decided to go ahead and trade in the lease early, and I didn't owe anything on it, which was another beautiful thing. I ended up not owing anything on my on the lease out, because the leasing company that I had decided to sell it to the dealership because they want to get it off their books. So in all its glory, just making my way around the garage here. It's a little bit of a mess, trying to get ready for winter time. And it's got the sunroof. Sorry, I'm getting used to this new iPhone 10. And hopefully we're, I don't know if we're shooting in 4K or not. Well, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Everything is pretty much the same, but I'm going to show you the pros and cons of what I don't like about this car and what I do like. It still has a standard button here, so I can go ahead and open this up, and it's got the light interior like I showed you. If you go back to my video, the 2015 Chevy Impala at night, it has the lights that go through here. However, GM got cheap, and not on the sticker price, but they got, I'm gonna have to unlock it from here. They got cheap and decided they'll go ahead and take the lights out of back here. My 2015 had the lights in the back doors right here in this strip, but the 2017 does not. So that's one thing I really hate about this car. I really like that. That was one cool thing about this car, was the ambient lighting. So it does ride a lot better. I will say that. It does ride a lot better. I've got the same everything. It's got the Bose sound system. auto climate control, CD player still, 2017, right? And the motorized situation going on there. Push button start, but they started doing that for all models, so every Impala now gets the push button start. And then the LT gets the LEDs in the bumper, which is, I thought what you paid the high price for is only the LTZ gets those throw that out of here. Heated and ventilated seats, standard. Cup holders. It's the same thing pretty much as my 2015. However, there are some differences which I like and I don't like. So what I'll do is I'll start it up for you guys. See, and the seats move forward, the steering moves out. Go ahead and get the audio here. I'm going to turn this down so it doesn't get us any violations on the YouTubes. And can't believe it'll still stream music. So the navigation is much different. They did a better job at the navigation. I actually pay for the Wi-Fi in here, and it's actually been pretty good. So I've just been trying it out the last couple of months for $20 a month for unlimited, because I stream with my phone. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I just wanted to try it out, but it does work really well. So, you know, auto climate control, this is all the same. There's lights up in here. You know, still got the light here. Another thing GM sillily did was there's a light there in the handle. All right, there used to be one in the back seat too. No longer there. So they got cheap. And you know, this is the problem with General Motors, is that they get cheap on things. They don't have good management. I did call General Motors, by the way, and advised them that I was very discontent about how they minimalized the features on the car, especially when you pay a crap load of money for, you know, a nice car. And this is a nice car, and I do enjoy driving it. It does have some kind of transmission goof on it too, and I think what they did is they used cheaper solenoids in the transmission itself. But so here's another thing that pisses me off about this car, and my 2015 did not do this, and what they call this is unsupervised recall. So if I want to get out of the car, in my 2015 I'd just push that button and boom, it would, you know, retract the steering wheel, push back the seat, do all the easy exit stuff. Nowadays, I'm pushing the button. It doesn't work that way. What I have to do is I have to push and hold the button. That's nonsense. That's absolutely silly nonsense. It's garbage. Why do you pay for a memory option when it doesn't work the way it should be and how it's worked the last 20 years? This is garbage. So, and I can't push driver 1 to go back. I've got to push and hold. It's ridiculous. Absolutely stupid. So, anyway, this was a stupid feature that General Motors had to screw up. It worked right in the 2015, but they no longer have unsupervised recall. And their reasoning for that was, it causes confusion. Well, if it caused confusion, wouldn't you have removed it 20 years ago from all your other products? So anyway, the ride in this car is much better. They have improved the ride. Another thing they took away was down there in the cup holder area. There used to be a light down there too, but you know, again, GM had to get cheap. This will be my last General Motors car. They do not take their customers seriously. They don't care about their customers. They just care about if you buy their piece of shit car and drive it down the road. So this will be my last General Motors car. I will either be moving on to a Chrysler or a foreign vehicle, because I've been burned by Ford too. But there are some things that I really like about the 2017. The navigation is much quicker. It's got the Apple CarPlay, which is pretty sweet. And it works really well with the iPhone 10. My iPhone 6, it would struggle. But the iPhone 10, this thing just works flawlessly. And it's, it's due to, the dual core processor as well. But, there's not a lot of differences other than, this memory seat. They didn't put these lights in the back seat, which is ridiculous. This is all the same. The difference is I had like wood grain down here before, but this is different. And in my 2015, I didn't have one of these. The 2017 does. It's a wireless QI charging pad. However, it does not work with my iPhone 10. I'm not quite sure. 2017 to 2018, not quite sure why it doesn't work. If I do put the phone down there for a quick couple of seconds, it will show a lightning bolt up here that indicates that it charges. So yeah, I'm gonna see what about getting that done, but I just use the lightning cable for now. It works fine. That's not a big deal right down there. That's just kind of like an extra, which it'd be cool if it did work, because then it'd be easy to just because you can do Apple CarPlay now wirelessly. You don't have to connect it with your lightning cable anymore. What else is there? Other than that, there's not too many differences. It's just this stupid memory seat, the ambient lighting, which they removed in the back seat, which you can see right there. It doesn't light up anymore. Like you can see in my if you go back to my 2015 Impala, you'll see that it lights all the way around. It still lights on the passenger side, still on the dashboard, around like this, and there's a little chunk up there. But this thing, it's an LTZ. It has everything my 2015 had on it, except at half functionality. But it does. I'm really happy, other than the few things I've highlighted. It does have a transmission quirk, and I think that they use cheaper solenoids in the transmission for the 2017 model year, because the 2018s do it too. It's when you're shifting and you're going from first to second and second to third at an incline, it's a delayed response for shifting. But then when it gets from third to fourth, fourth to fifth, fifth to sixth, it shifts fine. It's just very, very strange. What else was I going to show you guys? I think that's it, because there's not very many differences in the car. The car still retains its HIDs, the LEDs, but I'm really disappointed, because I'm a big fan of lighting. I like lighting in a car, and I can't believe they took away the ambient lighting. Those cheap bastards. If I open the door down here, you'll see that there's an LED lighting down there. Now, that is not standard with the car. I actually put those in there. They just take a 194 bulb, and since they got cheap on putting LED lighting into this car, I figured I'd finish the job off. And then it dims down. As you can see, it's like camera really captures everything. But yeah, it's been a great car. Other than that, other than those few features that I've highlighted that really piss me off, starts up, runs, drives. And I bought this one, so I'll have this one for several years. because I was figuring right now I've got 3,241 miles on it. I figured because I was driving so much that a lease just wasn't going to work out for me anymore. So anyways, for another edition of the Carter Hour, guys, I'm going to see if I can flip this camera. I'm not really seeing if I'm coming in or not, but yeah, I wanted to give you guys a tour of my Impala LTZ Premier. And, you know, I really enjoyed my 2015. That's why I bought another one, because it was such an enjoyable car. I figured, well, at least one, see if I like it, because I was considering buying the last time, but I didn't. And I wanted to see how I'd like it, and I really liked it. And this car's not bad either. They actually, there was another thing that they actually did, is they improved the seats here too. So they put a little bit more bolster there, but other than that, still got the old Impala rims, or old Impala mats, the winter mats that I bought for my 2012. Still using those. But anyway, I'm doing a live stream. Nobody's watching because everybody's probably having dinner. It's Sunday night. I just wanted to do a quick live stream. So if anybody at General Motors sees this, you know I made contact with you on these features. So I'm putting this in the court of public opinion. What do you guys think about paying for a feature of memory seats and them taking away, after 20-some years, a feature that they've already had instilled in the memory seats? It's not. They tried to make some big thing about it being confusing and that they were trying to standardize. No other automotive company has done that crap. And at first, it sounded like it was alluring to safety. Well, that's not an argument that could be relevant, because in order to do unsupervised recall in the seats, you have to have the car in park. It will not do it. And you can do unsupervised when the car is in any gear. So I would think unsupervised would actually be more unsafe. But yeah, that and taking away the ambient lighting and charging people $1,000 more. Way to go, General Motors. Way to go. But anyway, other than that, I'm pretty happy with the car. It's just those features that make your everyday life, when you pay for them, a little bit easier. And General Motors doesn't understand that. So, but other than that, I do like the car. I wouldn't buy another one after they've done all this crap. And I won't recommend friends. I had several friends buy these cars because I recommended them. Recommended the car to them, and they've enjoyed it. And they still all have their 2015s. I should have kept mine, but it was going to be about the same price for me to keep my old one versus getting a new one. So that's why I did what I did. But it is an enjoyable car. It does ride. They did a hell of a lot more work to the suspension, so it feels like a sporty car, but luxury as well. So it is a really nice car for riding in them. Anyway, the Bose is still the same, still the 11-speaker center point system. With the iPhone 10, it sounds even more crisper now. And I still got the sunroof up here too. Other than that, it's pretty cool. Pretty, I've been blessed over the years to be able to have what I've gotten, and and I appreciate you guys out there watching my videos too. I don't usually do a lot of videos. I haven't been doing a lot of videos because I've been super busy, but I'm going to try to do some more of these live streams. I'm not making any promises, but a couple of my subscribers messaged me and said, hey, where's the Impala videos lately? Well, I'll make one tonight in a live stream. So anyways, ladies and gents, appreciate you guys watching, and for another edition of the Carter Hour. It is Sunday, the 5th of November, 2017. I can't believe the year's gone by so quick. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful day or evening wherever you may be. All right, take care. Bye for now.